So if you're using Excel for Mac for your data analysis project, you have to run the regression analysis a little bit differently. The same analysis tool pack is a little harder to get in Excel for Mac. So if you're using Excel for Mac 2011, there's kind of it's actually maybe even a simpler way of getting the quantities that you need for the regression. First step would be to create a little table like this somewhere in your spreadsheet where you have the title here of the two variables that you're using for the regression. So in this case, regression of commute, that's the response variable on gas price. So gas price is my explanatory variable. And then underneath that, you can create a label for the intercept in the regression equation, the slope in the regression equation, and the r-squared statistic. And there's a pretty straightforward way of calculating each one of these. So we can just use equations actually, or formulas, excuse me, equals intercept, parentheses, now we select our two variables, the known y's, so that's the known y's means the response variable. We can click and drag commute as our response variable in this case, and then a comma, and then I'll type in the other one. So we're predicting with gas price, that's our explanatory variable, that's going to be in cells C2 to C63. Okay, so that gives us our intercept value for our regression equation. Then we use another formula to calculate the slope. The b coefficient equals slope. And again, the same values, G2 to G63, that's where our response variable is, and C2 to C63 for our explanatory variable. So that's our slope value. I'm not sure why this one got bolded. I want to get it bold. And then for the r-squared, that's the other thing I asked for in the assignment. You can use another formula for that, RSQ. You could also use the correlation formula and then just square that, but this will calculate it directly. And again, we're going to select those same cells, G2 to G63 for our response variable, and C2 to C63. Okay, so then our regression equation is just commute equals our intercept value right here, negative 4.8 plus the slope value. It's a positive slope, so it's plus 0.05, it looks like, if we round, times our explanatory variable gas price. So that would be a good way to write out your regression equation. And then we already have the r-squared value here. We might round that to 0.36. And so that's for part B, I believe, of the question 4 in the assignment. You just have to report these two things, the equation and the r-squared. And then in parts C and D, you just have to interpret what the regression equation tells you in kind of plain English and about the relationship between your variables, and then what the r-squared statistic tells you.